At 7 o'clock, I will call to order the Town of Old Saybrook Inland Wetlands and Watercourses Commission for December 18th, 2025. Present are myself, Colin Heffernan, Jim Kulowick, Peter Lisa, and Dennis Palmieri, who's new to the group. So we have a quorum, we have no alternates, so we're all seated. Our first order of business will be old business. Application 25-017 Cedar Smith application to conduct a regulated activity at 46 Oakland Road, map 57, lot 2. Construction of a 48-foot by 48-foot barn with a connected subsurface sewage disposal system, in-ground pool and driveway, all within the 100-foot upland area. Owner Lance Cedar Smith and agent Robert Doan. We are to review for completeness, determine if regulated activities are significant, consider and act no later than 1/23/2026. This was continued from last month's meeting. I have watched the video and looked at the minutes. Mr. Dunn.
Good evening. I'm Bob Doan, professional engineer and licensed land surveyor. I'm here on behalf of Lance Cedar Smith regarding his property of 46 Oakland Road. Last month, I went through and received comments, and we've taken those comments and we have revised our plans to include 2 items. We have added markers around the limit of disturbance, which will Lynette was kind enough to send me an image of the marker, so there'll be no mistake. We put it on the plan, and these are the markers that are to be placed on existing trees along limit of disturbance at 40 to 50 foot intervals. And the silt fence is to be considered the limit of disturbance. Okay, so that'll wrap around the site. I didn't have a stockpile area. We've added a stockpile area on the turnaround, proposed turnaround of the gravel drive, and that will remain in place until the material is used on site. We have fill going in for the barn, and pretty much all the material will be used on site. We have fill going in around the pool, and the excavation for the pool will be used around the edge of the pool and also around the barn. The barn is a slab on grade, so there's no foundation excavation there. Essentially, all the material is accounted for on site. I don't need to reiterate what was said last month, but just to highlight that the property was, the house was built several years ago, and it was built in an area where essentially all of the area around the house that's available to build on is within the 100-foot upland review area. And we think we have prepared a plan that limits the any adverse effect on the wetlands. We have silt fence. Our third sheet, which I don't have displayed on the board, has a sequence of construction and placing the silt fence and contacting Lynette, or one of the top 2 items on the sequence. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm more than happy to answer any questions.
I have one question that's coming to mind right away. So the applicant, I assume, is aware that when they discharge any water out of that pool, when they drain it for the winter, that they can't discharge that into the wetland. That would be a separate activity than what they're looking for now. That would be a violation if they did, or require a permit if they were to ask to be able to do that.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Saltwater pool. it's not, the type of pool that you have a backwash for a filter.
Mhm.
And, you essentially change a cartridge.
Okay.
With filter for a salt pump pool. And it's kind of a misnomer, it's not really salt water, I'm sure it is.
Sure, but nonetheless, that sort of water.
Well, I mean,
It
it is,
reduces,
but you're adding,
yeah,
it's probably about, I've been involved, not involved, but I've been in a couple of these. Probably
very low,
1/3 of the salinity of what you would expect seawater.
what you would expect.
But when you in it, you know, it's a little denser, and the disinfection is because they use an electrolytic cell
Hmm.
to break down some of the sodium chloride
Mhm.
and turn it into hypochlorite.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh, so it's just it gets to it a different way.
Mhm.
So that at the end of the season, they just stop chlorinating and the chlorine will be gone anyway.
Yeah.
The salt's gonna be there, but
Any other questions for anyone? Not for me. Okay, I think this sort of went over mostly last time, was very thorough. So, Yep.
Make one note.
Sure.
I typically, review the, minutes of the previous meeting. And to see what I didn't say, what I should have said, or what I said wrong. And, I, on the first paragraph of the second page. When we were talking about the markers, markers have not already been set
Okay,
on the trees. But the rest of it, markers will be provided by the town, so.
and those markers will be affixed to the trees?
Yeah,
Okay.
we certainly intended to have it. I probably misspoke and I've got picked up wrong.
Okay, thank you. We can pick that up when we review the minutes as well. Although, it's already done. Well, there we go. Anything else? All right, I will make a motion, well, a couple motions. First motion I will make, since we weren't able to do it last time, is the application is complete and that the activities are not significant. And the application is complete, regular activities are not significant. So I will ask for a second on that motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, we have now that determined that it's complete, the activities aren't significant. I'll now make a motion that we approve the application as revised and submitted tonight, with all of the usual conditions.
Second.
Thank you, Peter. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none. Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next item, violation issued 7/23/2025 for regulated activities, including the stockpiling of soil within the 100-foot upland review area at 62-64 River Street, map 49, lot 25. Owner 144 Mill Rock Road LLC, agent attorney Terrence Loam. We're to discuss the violation and remediation. Lynette, did you have an update for us?
River Street, yes, I don't think anybody's on Zoom, right? But I spoke to the property owner, Mr. Bogan, this week, and he intends to submit an application to, address the violation.
Okay, I think we will wind up in that. I just have one question with regard to, the stockpiling of soil, does anyone know what's in the soil being stockpiled? What kind of soil is it? Has it been tested? Do we know? What is the site generally?
Where did it come from?
Yeah,
I believe it came from Mariners Way, from Route 1.
okay,
Mariners Way section of Route 1, where the staging area for the railroad bridges.
okay,
I don't think there's any documentation of that site being contaminated.
okay.
It's my understanding. I think it's been checked.
Okay,
it was investigated, and I think it came up clean.
okay.
So,
That will be a question for me when the applicant comes in
okay,
as to what exactly is being, because I thought that might be the case, is what's being stored over there. We'll want to make sure to get sort of that looked at before we determine whether or not their, sediment controls and things like that are adequate for whatever might be in that. soil.
Because they haven't filed anything yet, have they?
no,
Okay.
they were applying for a rezoning for the property,
Okay, I saw that in your notes,
and that got,
shut down.
it didn't make, they never got to the zoning commission, but I don't think the planning commission gave a favorable recommendation on that one. So they decided to withdraw that. And I think they're just going to go forward with trying to get a permit with zoning for what they want to do there, but first they have to go to wetlands, so. This
So
is
this
gonna be
is,
step one.
or they wanna build homes on this property, or?
No, I think they want to use it as. I don't wanna speak for the applicant. I haven't seen the application yet, but I
Yeah,
think
okay.
that they want to continue to. Store some soil there, perhaps screen it. I'm not sure. Well, I'll have to wait and see. what the
Well, I think
application's
you're right,
going to
they
be.
just need to be more definitive as to what the activities are, so we can make a judgment.
Right.
Okay, great, great.
In the meantime, so fence is installed, so.
Okay. All right, then I will move that we continue.
Colin, I would just add from.
Yep.
I don't have the planning minutes, but I was in the meeting and I concur with your recollections.
All right, I'll move that we continue the violation, terminate the violation to our next regularly scheduled meeting in hopes that an application comes in. If we get a second? Second. All in favor?
All right,
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none. Continue. I will also, so our next item up is violation issue 10/31/2025 for regulated activities, including the placement of fill and removal of vegetation within the Washington Football and Review area without a permit at 9-19 King Street, map 36, lot 6. Owner LKZ Properties LLC. We're discussing the violation and mediation. Is there anybody here for that tonight? Online? Nobody here, but I understand there are some things that may be going on with that, so we will continue. I'll make a motion that we continue that to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
I second that.
Any discussion?
What kind of property is it? Residential, commercial,
It's commercial,
commercial?
it's zoned commercial.
Right.
Yes,
All right, so we've
I'm not
got,
exactly sure what the current use of it is, but it's commercially zoned.
Mhm.
property.
so we've got a motion to continue that pending, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, we'll continue that to our next regularly scheduled meeting. And that brings us to our regular business, minutes, with the input from Mr. Goen. I'll ask that the last sentence of the first paragraph on the second page be amended to state that to restate that the applicant intends to place markers on there, actually just to strike beginning with capital M markers all the way to the comma before but, right, and but, so it just reads additional markers will be provided to the applicant for the use part. Any other changes?
I have one from Anna.
Ah, so she stepped up to be the new Paula. Got it. Somebody's got to fill the role.
And it is a typo.
Okay.
Yes, she wanted to note that her name is spelled incorrectly
Ah.
under the item B, Ms. Galbraith.
Nice.
It's not really spelled.
Oh, there you go. We should. Yeah, I see. Okay, so I will add to my amendment that we correct that spelling to the Gaboury. Anything else? All right, can I get a second?
Question.
Yep.
Did we act on the application on Bolton Road?
At the last meeting? No,
No,
no, you
There
guys
was-
couldn't, you didn't have a quorum.
pardon me?
You didn't have a quorum, you couldn't.
Oh, no, but is it, so we're waiting for something on that?
No, we just acted.
It's done. They just got approved just now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We were
okay, I'm
waiting
sorry.
for that fourth person to show up.
Got it.
All right. So, can I get a second for the motion?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? The minutes as amended are approved. And committee representatives, staff reports, correspondence, and announcements. Annette, anything?
I don't have a staff report this time.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to, I will, because we do not have very many people here tonight.
And Colin, would you like, an update from planning?
Yes, please, sure.
Um,
Take any up that I can get.
All right, I thought this was the most interesting thing we did recently in planning. On accessory apartments, there was a petition to amend the zoning regulation, section 53, special standards for accessory apartments, to eliminate the 12,500 square foot lot size and to reduce that. And there's a whole write-up on that. The planning commission, the minutes aren't out yet, but my recollection is that the planning commission did concur with that, that it was in accordance with the plan of conservation development. And it would allow that to move forward. Of course, that will all, remain subject to wetlands considerations and all the other considerations, but it just opens up.
Also considerations for, when you put in compliant septic systems.
Right, septic and water, yeah, there's.
That's really that's the health district. So.
Right. So you were talking about very small lots and maybe there'll be a few that can meet all those other hurdles, but it just kind of reduced one hurdle relative to the zoning regulations.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You will.
All right, so for item D, election of officers, I'm going to move that we continue that to our next regularly scheduled meeting, but the fact that we are a precious four of us here, we can really execute a queue. So we'll push that off a bit.
We could have a coup d'etat.
Yeah, exactly. So that we can get some more people here who might want to throw their hat in the ring to, because we currently lack a vice president and we lack a secretary. So we're gonna have some fresh blood in here one way or the other, so. So I will move that we, move that to our next regularly scheduled. I need a second, somebody?
Second.
Second, thank you very much. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Hearing none, that will be continued to the next regularly scheduled meeting, and I will move to adjourn. Vote with your feet, folks.
Want to do APA?
Yeah, there's,
Oh, APA.
there is
Oh,
an
that's
APA
right.
meeting.
There is an APA. meeting.
Mhm.
All right, then I will call to order the, let's see, the regular meeting of the Town of Saybrook Aquifer Protection Agency for Tuesday, December 18th, 2025. There. We have myself, Colin Heffernan, we have Jay Kulik, we have Peter Lisa, we have Dennis Mary here today. And for regular business is our minutes of our last meeting, which was not too long ago, 10/16/2025. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at those minutes? Seems to be in order to me. With hearing no changes, I move that we accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
Any discussion?
Lynette, you said that there are 3 properties that are in the process of re-registering.
Mhm.
Okay, when those registration, so they haven't submitted them to you yet, or
They have,
are those gonna get posted on our website, so we can look at them?
yes,
Okay, good. Just want to be able to see that.
okay.
All right. All in favor of accepting the minutes? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Hearing none, minutes are accepted as presented. And we have correspondence announcements, staff reports.
I was going to mention that next month, you're going to be reviewing reviewing the 3 re-registration applications for APA. I've done the inspections, everyone submitted their re-registration applications. So they'll be on the agenda.
Good,
And I will post them to the web before
Great.
the meeting.
terrific.
Very good. And anything else for the APA related? Yeah, Yeah, all right, then I'll make a motion to continue the election of officers to the next regularly scheduled meeting so that we have more people here.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Hearing none, we'll do that next month. And then I will move to adjourn APA. All right, very good.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.